Hey everyone, welcome to the Fighting Dementia Podcast. We're a podcast for those living with dementia or those supporting someone living with dementia who are in the early to middle stages. And I'm Leon, one of the presenters.
Hi, I'm Fran, and I'm one of the presenters as well now. And I have Alzheimer's and mixed dementia.
Hi, I'm Tom. I've got mixed dementia as well. I've had it for 8 years and I'm living well.
And I'm Lizzie and I'm a music therapist here for the first time. So thanks for having me.
Brilliant.
Welcome
Thanks.
to Lizzie.
Welcome, Lizzie.
Ready.
So, Lizzie Watts, you're a music therapist.
Yes.
Do you want to tell us about what music therapy is?
I knew that would be the first question. It always is. So music therapy, in a very broad sense, is using music to help people's well-being, really. And that can look so many different ways that it's quite difficult to give an example of what we actually do.
Okay.
And there's loads of different music therapy approaches as well. So it's just,
Making a noise.
I mean, we make noise, hopefully, which helps people in some way.
It does.
And the most important thing about the way that I have been trained is that I make music with people. And you guys have both been present in one of my sessions, which was really fun. And I'm always trying to find a way to get everyone involved. So whoever I'm working with, whoever I'm working with, I'm trying to watch them and listen to them really carefully and see what are they comfortable with, what are they not comfortable with. Some people, you know, speaking no names, are very comfortable straight away.
That'll be me then.
Yeah, pass them an instrument, they start going, and it's amazing.
Yeah.
Some people are a bit more reserved, and I think it's really important that we start from where the person is that we're working with. So similar to any therapist, really, our job is to be with the people that we work with and, starting where they are. So if they feel like, I don't know what this is, I don't want to do this, I've never played music in my life, I am not usually going to go up to them with a drum and go, play this right now, and everyone's going to watch you, because it'll just make them uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because I want people to get involved and experience the benefits that music making can provide them, basically.
Wow. And how did you get into that or into this?
It's been quite a long journey for me. I started playing piano when I was 4. My parents wanted me to play the piano when I was 4. So
Did you protest?
I don't know, because I was 4. So I probably just thought, oh, cool, I'll hit this.
Yeah.
You know, I protested when I was a bit older and gave up for a year, but then I was convinced by my mum to take it back up. Yeah. And then I'm so glad I did, because I wouldn't have a job now.
Isn't it?
It's a skill, and it's really fun as well. Yeah. But when you're learning and doing all the exams and stuff, it's not, it's not always fun. So I understand why kids don't always want to do it. But
practical's the best, isn't it, than the theory?
For sure.
For what you're doing in there.
Oh, 100%. And when you get to the point where you can just play, it's really nice, So I did that, and then I enjoyed singing. I realised I enjoyed singing as well, got involved in choirs and stuff when I was at school, then went to uni and did Spanish. As you do, and did not have a piano the whole way through uni, and didn't play piano again until I was 28, which I know, which is a really strange thing to think of now, but I went to uni to do Spanish, and at school I was advised.
Things change, don't they?
Yeah, and at school I've been advised, you need to get a proper job.
Yeah.
Proper job, which for my school was, as I interpreted it, being a doctor or a lawyer or being a teacher or working in an office. So I thought, okay, well, I can probably teach Spanish. I like Spanish. So I did that. And then when I left uni, it was like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be a teacher. So I went through in my 20s various different jobs. I worked in publishing. I worked as a product designer, all different stuff. And then when I was 28, I was like, what am I doing? What I really love is music. And I always have,
Yeah.
It's what gave me the most joy. And I was just like, right, I'm going to try and find a way. So I started working with young people in a youth club in Birkenhead called The Hive. Shout out The Hive. It's an absolutely amazing place. I loved it. Used to run their music department. And I did a lot of music with young people with disabilities there, which I'd never done before. And just saw some amazing things happen. Like people who were very withdrawn just come out of themselves and get involved. And there was so much joy. And I thought, I want to understand why this works and how I can facilitate it better, how I can make it happen, really, if I can, try to. So I kind of Googled music to help people, literally typed it into Google, and music therapy came up, and I thought, that sounds great. And then I saw it required a 2-year degree and I thought, oh. And then I saw it's going to cost me a lot of money and I thought, oh, I really need to think about it. But I applied anyway, not thinking I was going to get on the course because it's really competitive, and I got on. So I went and did it when I was 31, qualified when I was 33, and here I am 2 years later. Working
That's great, isn't it?
Amazing. And you're full-time working, that's right, for a charity.
So I work for Nordoff and Robbins, who are the UK's largest music therapy charity. Still not a particularly large charity.
Yeah.
But I work for them 3 days a week, and the other 2 days a week I work freelance or self-employed. And that's the capacity in which I've got to know you lovely people here.
Where do you actually work the most, or who do you work with the most? Is it patients with dementia, Alzheimer's, or is it patients who've had, different things go on in their life? Do you just concentrate on one or the other, or it's a mix?
It's a mixture, really.
Yeah.
And it's changed throughout my career so far. At the moment,
Right.
I mostly work with children.
Yeah.
So I work in 2 schools in the week.
Oh, right.
And one school is children who've had very traumatic pasts,
Oh,
who might find it difficult to connect with other people.
yeah.
So I'm working on building positive relationships, making music with them, building a safe environment, making sure adults aren't scary. Not all adults are scary.
Yeah.
Play, bringing a bit of play so everything's not so serious. And then on a Thursday, I work with children with complex disabilities, which is a totally different ball game. Basically, a lot of the time it's just trying to facilitate expression. So
Is it physical disabilities or?
it's a mixture. It's a mixture. A lot of people there experience both.
Yeah.
Global developmental delay.
Yeah.
Autism, things like that. And the work there is a lot more. I find it really tiring in a really good way because I'm
a bit more intense.
I'm watching every single thing they do and trying to use it to incorporate it into the music I'm making so that they know that they're being heard. If that makes
They must
sense.
respond then, mustn't they?
That's my hope.
Yeah.
That's my hope. If I find the right music, if
Yeah.
I find the right way to reach them, it's
They will
so
respond.
rewarding.
Yeah.
When you even get a smile, sometimes you're just like,
That's an achievement, isn't it?
yeah.
And then you're working one-to-one with people with dementia as well, outside that, and with groups of people with dementia.
Yes. So that I work about once a month at the moment at the Sedgemoor,
Yeah.
which is where I met you guys.
Yeah.
And I was pointed that way by somebody who's a member of your group. Am I okay to say names?
Yeah, Dawn.
Yeah,
and,
by Dawn and Meryl.
They were on last week, actually.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
I saw Dawn yesterday, actually. But I started working with Dawn in a different setting, but now I go to their home
Yeah.
and work one-to-one once a week. And I think I haven't worked a lot with one-to-one with people with dementia before. So this is quite a new
thing.
a new thing for me. And certainly not young onset dementia, which is it's a different thing. It's a different
Completely
experience
different.
for you guys. It's a different mindset that I need to get into.
Yeah.
And I've learned loads.
And how do you think music affects people with dementia in terms of their brain and like on an emotional level, from what you've learned and also what you've experienced running these sessions?
Yeah, we did a lot of learning about dementia during my degree, during my master's. And funnily enough, during my master's, I didn't work with anyone with dementia. It's very rare. Usually music therapists work a lot in we're trained in those settings, but I didn't have that experience. But we did learn a lot of theory and we watched a lot of videos of music therapists working with people with dementia. And I just found it incredible because obviously the work you're showing is all the magic moments. It's not the everyday trying to find your way through.
Yeah.
But one of the things that music does really well, and we'll all know this, is it gets you going. It makes you want to physically move, doesn't it? You find the right tune and your toe starts tapping and you're like, wait, how's that happening?
It gives you memories as well, doesn't it?
Brings
Whether
back,
be good or bad, you get the memories back to what, and it gives you a situation that you remember.
Yeah, so
Not
that's
all
another
the time,
thing.
but a lot of the time. Because we've had the other, what was the other bloke who had the
Dean
music
from Playlists for Life.
from Playlist?
Yeah.
It's amazing what he's done and what he's brought to people, isn't it, through music. And you must need a really big bank of knowledge in your role, because if you're working with different age people, it's different genres, isn't it? Different music, different times.
Oh, yeah.
And things like that. So,
oh my goodness. Yeah, honestly, I mean, every time I work with a new group of people or a new person, they say, oh, play this tune. And I think, I have never heard of that in my entire life. So I make sure that I always bring a speaker along with me.
Yeah.
And I say, should we just put it on?
Yeah.
And then I'm really quickly trying to figure it out on the piano or figure out how to sing
And so
it.
is it about playing instruments as a group, or when it's one-to-one, is it about playing music and talking, or is it always about playing an instrument? Is that part of the music therapy? Or
So my approach is music centered. It's the Nordhoff Robbins approach. So I was trained by that charity as well. And that means that we focus on musical communication rather than speaking.
Okay.
yeah.
There are some music therapists who kind of do psychotherapy alongside. So they'll come in, have a chat with the person, maybe make some music with them, and then say, how did you feel about that experience? But I tend to I'm not really trained as a counsellor. I'm not trained as a counsellor.
Yeah.
So I go in and let the music do the talking. Really, I know that sounds a bit,
No, it's good
No,
because
no,
you
it's
just
so
let
true.
yourself go, don't you?
well, hopefully that's what I hope is that people let
Well, I did.
themselves go. Oh yeah, how did you experience my group? Don't be
It's
too
going
nice.
on the X Factor.
No, I really.
there we go.
I just it was nice just to make a noise. I know it was only a noise, but it was a musical noise, wasn't it?
I didn't hear it.
It was
just
a
as
good
a
noise to you, wasn't it, Tom?
Yeah,
was a good
music to
mood
my
to you.
ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
It was good
enjoyed
as
it.
well.
Yeah, do.
Yeah.
good. I mean, I think also we can't underestimate how fun it is
Yeah.
to make music. And to address your question, we don't just use instruments. A lot of people enjoy singing. So a lot of people I work with sing. Dawn, I'm not going to embarrass Dawn, but Dawn we don't really sing together. She prefers to play instruments, but a lot of people feel, if they've never had any experience playing music before, they feel really kind of a bit intimidated by maybe having a guitar put in front of them or something, because they're just like, I've never played, I don't know how to do that. So I'll try and find a way into making music that's a bit less intimidating for them, which could be putting the song on and just humming along to it as a starting point.
Yeah.
Or even just listening to the song. But I'll always be watching, without seeming creepy, watching and listening to what they're doing. And if they hum to a certain bit, I'm like, right, we're going to play that bit again. We'll bring it back in a future, because I'm always trying to maximise engagement, because it's more fun, isn't it, if you play?
It is. Instead of just sitting there.
Yeah.
If you get involved,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
it's much better.
We really hope you're enjoying this podcast. We want this to be one of the best free resources for any family affected by dementia. With your help, we can build the biggest community in the world for supporting, guiding and comforting everyone who faces cognitive issues and the people around them. So please hit that subscribe button or share it with someone who needs it. And it's also partly learning a new skill, I guess, in a lot of scenarios where they haven't necessarily played an instrument before, and even doing that in the room of learning a new skill, that has all those other benefits for the brain as well.
For
Not just the
sure.
emotional side that's happening.
No, I'm glad you mentioned that, because before I came, I was like, I need to talk about this specific thing, and that is exactly what I wanted to talk about. So thank you. Yeah, I think a lot of my thinking when I'm planning, well, I don't really plan sessions, but when I'm thinking about the group of people or the person I'm about to work with, is I think, okay, what might they not have so much of in their life that I might be able to facilitate a bit of? And one thing is learning new skills, because, for example, I don't know if you guys you've just been talking to me before we started recording about learning to paint.
Yeah.
And like learning new things when you're experiencing dementia is really, really important. But also, is it rewarding?
I find it really relaxing, because I just seem to go into my own little world and I'm just there for hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You concentrate as well, don't you?
Yeah.
You're concentrating on something. You've got something there that nothing else is coming in. You're just doing that, and like you really do.
Oh, it does.
love
It's-
that,
it's-
and it's lovely. The paintings you're doing are lovely, aren't
Well,
they?
eventually it will be.
Yeah.
I hope.
No, it's a nice pastime, isn't it?
Oh, it is, yeah. Keeps
And
me out
it's
of trouble.
just a new hobby, isn't it?
It also means I can get out of cooking tea.
Yeah.
Oh, that's always helpful.
Yeah.
Any excuse.
Never got out of doing the dishes, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
such a shame. But learning an instrument, for example. I mean, I use learning loosely because I'm not there as a music teacher.
No.
That's a totally different thing.
Yeah.
I'm there to hopefully bring something new into that person's life and be like, look what you can do. You never knew you could do that. You can do it. You can do it in your own time now if you want to. I've had people like buy themselves guitars and stuff, which I love.
Well, Dawn was playing the trombone at the Christmas party and summer party, wasn't she? And she never played the instrument before.
No, that's not my doing. I cannot take credit for that. I can't take credit for that. But she...
I know they love it, don't they?
But it's brought so much from what she's
Fun.
told me to her life. It's really fun.
Yeah.
And it is rewarding to learn something new and realise that you've got this capability that you never knew you had. Especially when other parts of your life may be becoming more difficult. Becoming more difficult.
And do you have a story or moment that stood out to you from working with people with dementia so far?
Oh, quite a few actually.
Great. Tell us all.
Well, I'll tell you one that I always talk about whenever anyone asks me about why I do my job. And I used to work at a hospital in Liverpool on their stroke ward. And I'd never worked with anyone with stroke before. And there was a lady on the ward who was around 80, I think. And she had quite advanced dementia and had a stroke. So she was she spent a lot of her time quite withdrawn. And I said to the nurses, can I take her into my little room and see if music will help her? And they were like, sure, but she never does anything. She's always just there muttering to herself. And I said, well, let's give it a go. You never know, do you?
Nope.
Took her hand. We walked down the corridor and went into the day room where I had my piano and some musical instruments. And I gave her a drum and she kind of just looked at it. And I hit it and she was like, and I went, right, okay, that's probably not the right thing for you. Took it off her. And I said, do you know this song? And I thought, my nan used to love Somewhere Over the Rainbow. One of her favourite songs, right? So I started playing da-da-da-da-da. I'm just playing piano on the table. Da-da-da-da-da-da. And she sat up, closed her eyes, put her hands on her heart and sang the whole song. All the words in tune.
Oh, I'd have cried.
No, I did.
Oh, yeah.
So I was videoing my session because a lot of the time I'll do that so I can review it later. Thank goodness I was, because what a moment.
Yeah.
But you can just see me like sobbing.
Oh.
And I was playing the piano and she sang the whole thing. And at the end, she took my hand and went, that was lovely, dear. And I was like, I can't even cope with this at all. And I was just like, thank you so much, And then she went, why are you crying? And I was like, oh no, I've just got a cold. I've got something in my eye, And then she just stopped talking again and went back into herself. And I thought, okay, let's go back now. I think that's probably been quite a lot for her. But honestly, I'd never personally witnessed anything like that before. You see it on social media. I think there's a few viral videos that have gone around.
Oh yeah, about that ballerina lady.
Well, exactly, that Spanish ballerina.
Yeah.
And it was a similar kind of
Thing. Yeah.
But I was just astonished because she must have been a singer or she must have sung a lot. Because she knew the whole thing.
It's such a shame that people don't see, they only see the person with dementia. They don't see and they shouldn't have to see the whole of the person in that aspect because people have past lives. But in our cases, people don't recognise the fact that we have different things gone on in our life that we've done. I mean, we've met some people that are, you just wouldn't think that they had a life like that because we never bother to ask or
and it's almost
we
like
don't bother.
You've got dementia, so that's what your personality is. But that's
this
not
is
the
your
case.
life.
Yeah. That's not the case. Is it?
No, not at all. We've had Tom's had a brilliant career and
So they tell me. Can't remember.
time.
Hey.
We've all had a past.
I know what you mean.
And that lady obviously had a past that was... And that was important to her.
Yeah.
And it was something that she had in the back pocket.
Oh, yeah.
That no one else could bring out.
No, and it was such a
music.
privilege. It honestly was such a privilege to have witnessed that. And I I went to the nurse and was just like, oh my goodness, she was just like doing this. And they were like, oh, that's nice. And I was like, no, you don't understand. Because actually she's showing such a capacity for communication there.
Yeah.
And that's the way in, or maybe a way in. I don't know. There might be other things that would really help her. But, you know, a lot of the time you hear people say, oh, that was my mum again. I saw my mum again.
Oh,
that's right. Yeah.
And that's really touching.
It is.
And that's the sadness about dementia, and that, because the person forgets who their family is a lot of the time. And to have seen something like that and know that your mum still got that in there, it's sad, but it's
beautiful.
nice.
It's also
as
special,
she's had that experience.
What kind of music have you found tend to work best in terms of?
Huge question. Huge question. There is no one answer to that. It's completely individual.
Yeah.
We've all got our own preferred music. I've had many experiences where I've started singing something and someone goes, no. And I go, okay, I'm not going to do that again. You do not like that. You know, I've got a list of songs in my back pocket that over the years, I've thought, this age group, no, this type of thing.
Yeah.
So if it's older people, you know, Somewhere Over the Rainbow, You Are My Sunshine, Elvis.
Go to the 60s, don't you? And then 70s. And what was your favourite music, Tom?
What is it now?
I do a lot of Christmas carols all year.
I've experienced this, yes.
Yeah, all year. I don't know. I can't remember. I like anything, really.
I like Tamla Motown, because I grew up on Motown and soul, stuff like that.
I used to like a bit of Elvis. Elvis is quite good.
Yeah.
And so having playlists that are tailored to you can be a starting point for people at home, maybe in this.
For sure,
in this way.
Yeah. So
and then
I think
what else could they do? So they've 3 or 4 songs that are personal to them. What would be like the next sort of practical steps that people could do at home, maybe, to get some of the benefits that you see?
I think one of the big benefits of having a music therapist in the room, because you know, you can listen to the radio, and I'm singing songs that you can listen to the radio, you know, and you can dance and you can sing along. But one of the big benefits is that you've got someone there interacting with you. So what I'd say to people is it's really beneficial to listen to music together, sing to music together, dance together, bash drums, whatever, pots and pans, whatever way that the music moves you, go with it, because that's where you'll get the benefit. And the therapy side of music therapy is the relationship between me and the person that I'm working with, because that builds, and the trust builds, and the safety builds, and eventually we might end up performing together. This wasn't someone with dementia, but I had a client who I worked with a while ago, and I ended up on stage with him, which was kind of terrifying for me. But he asked me to come and play piano with him when he sang at a gig. And that was so special, because he would never, I don't think, ever have done that without someone's support. And I was just really glad I was there.
I think that's really nice practical advice, like make space to consciously and with effort listen to music together.
Yep.
Like you said, maybe
make
sing.
Music together.
Maybe make music, maybe even if it was just drumming along to a
or
song.
Singing without the songs.
Singing,
Singing in the car. Well fun. It's so fun. Or
so Tom, your wife Marion's off camera, so does that mean it's going to be Christmas carols all year?
Well,
and do you think she'd agree
that's my
to that?
professional advice.
Do you think she'll agree to music therapy to do with Christmas all year round? That's my question. What do you reckon?
Marion won't let me sing in the car. She buys me sweets to keep me quiet.
Now there's a surprise.
Yeah. Says I'm too noisy in the car, because I never shut up.
It's going to have to change.
Poor Marion again.
Yeah.
Getting bad
So
press.
maybe a different time than when it's in the car, because I could imagine how Christmas songs all year round when you're in the car might, for
drive
some
you nuts.
people, I wasn't going to say it, Fran, but
But you know what though? Music. My job is to sing Christmas carols with you all year
There you
long.
go.
If that's what you want to do, that's what I would do.
It's the only song I can remember. I don't know why.
yeah.
I don't know them all.
That's all right.
I just know bits of them.
But that's
Which is your
great.
fave?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Give us a bit of it.
All I want for Christmas.
Yeah. I was doing Frosty the Snowman the other day, but I can't remember all that either.
I can't either though. I can't remember lyrics at all. I'm awful. I'm like,
What about you, Fran? Do you reckon you and Frank could find some space
Oh,
to...
no.
Have a go.
No.
Go on.
Frank and I are just... we'd scare a cat if we had one, because we've got no music.
you could dance though, couldn't you?
Dance, yeah. Well, Frank can't even dance. He dances like a bus conductor. For
Frank.
bus driver.
Poor
But
Frank.
he can't, I'll tell you. It's shocking.
So what would you say to that, Lizzie?
To which?
So
But we've got terrible
Fran's
voices.
response to like, oh, we can't do that, or we've got terrible voices, or we can't dance.
Oh, let's have a go, but we can't. Frank can't get a tune. I can get a bit of a tune. But I suppose we'd find it quite funny, to be honest, and we'd have a good laugh with it.
That's
Yeah, we
exactly
would,
what
yeah.
I was going to say. I was going to say, does it matter?
I'll ask him when I get home, and then I'll
Doesn't
tell you.
matter.
I'll report back next week.
This isn't about creating a Beethoven symphony, is
It's
it?
not
This
about getting it right,
Yeah.
ever.
It's just having fun,
It's
isn't
what's
it? And
doing-
changing your mindset.
It's about doing it.
Yeah.
It's not about the result. Necessarily, it's not about recording an incredible piece of music that people clap to and go, wow, that's so beautiful. It's about what you need and how you can get it through music.
And it's making space for you together, isn't it? With a purpose that is music, which will be music that you both enjoy. Hopefully you could find a few songs that
I'm
you
laughing.
both
I
like.
think I'm Celine Dion when I'm singing.
But that's amazing.
Doesn't matter, does it? As long as you're happy.
Anything with a high note, I try and do. Oh, it's funny when it's on the radio or something.
So it's more about making that space and that time to actually just go and have a go, isn't it?
It's about
And
doing it.
Yeah.
It's about, just making music, basically, in any way that you can. Another thing to mention is it's not just songs that we use. A lot of the work I do is improvised, which I haven't done. I don't think I've done with your group because it's a really big group, so it's quite difficult to do. But all the work I do with Dawn is improvised. So we make it up on the spot, basically. And I will base what I do on what she does. And then hopefully she will listen to what I do and respond to that, and we'll kind of work together.
Like jazz?
Yeah.
Like jazz, well, yeah, improvised
jazz
music that happens in the moment, and it will never happen the same again. And it's often not captured, but we've both done it. And this thing, you can ask questions in music as well. If I go da-da-da-da-da-da,
Oi.
there we go.
Didn't see your leg go on.
There's no space under the table.
Well, I was speaking. I done a thing yesterday for a paper. I think it's called Let's Get Together. I can't remember, but that's what it was. And I was telling them about Dawn. They were asking me about Alzheimer's and dementia, and they were lovely, and they were asking about changing behaviours and things. And I said, oh, we've got a lady in our group. And I was talking about Dawn and Meryl. Couldn't remember her name.
Yeah.
As well. They get so much fun out of that, don't they?
Yeah.
And they really enjoy it.
And it seems like anyone could, like you, Celine Dion and your husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, and having someone there with you, having, if it's your partner, if it's a friend or whatever, that's going, go on.
But he was surprised.
This is great.
He said, oh, do people learn anew? I said, yeah. I said, it's about learning things, different things.
Yeah, it's about keeping your life. You've still got a full and rich life. You can still do new stuff. You can do old stuff. You can do, things will change, but there is always something new that you can do.
Yeah.
And if there's one thing that people can take away from this chat, if, they'd want to take away just one thing, what would you like it to be?
That's difficult because I've said loads of stuff. I think that music helps and music works.
Yeah, it does.
Music helps and music works. And whether someone like myself can help you access the way in which music can help you, or whether you use it already in your own way. We all do. We all listen to music at the gym. I mean, do I go to the gym? No, but, we all use music anyway in our own ways, but some people just need that bit of extra help. So I'd just say, if there's a music therapist in your area, we're here to help you, basically.
Fantastic. It's been really nice having you on and hearing your insights. We kind of have this thing called Reminiscence Corner where we watch a clip from an old episode and have a chat about it. So if you don't mind sticking around
of course
for
not.
a couple of minutes, we can have a chat about that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
No problem.
Thanks so much, Lizzie. I think
You're
it's
welcome.
been amazing.
Thank you.
It's been such a pleasure.
And
keep going
was
with it.
great.
There you go.
Wasn't it at Christmas?
Keep going with it because I think you can have a huge impact for the dementia community. So
Thank you. I hope so.
Thanks.
It's a bit like muscle memory. And something comes to mind. There was a lady who couldn't communicate verbally anymore. But we put this song on once and she knew every word. And we were all looking at each other wow. You know, and it was just ingrained somewhere in her brain. And it's the same.
It lights up a certain part of the brain.
It's like a trigger.
Yeah. We had Dean on from Playlist for Life. I don't know if you use that in the centre. But yeah, we'll have to intro to him as well.
Yeah, honestly, he's brilliant.
He was great. And his thesis or his ideas were all around the research saying that actually music, if you had a personalised playlist for someone and that person was agitated, or if you could put that playlist on at the right time, it would probably have a better impact than medication, than, you know, pain medication or behaviour modification medication would, because it's going to light up their brain and calm them down. And especially if it was like a personalised playlist to them that was calming music that they loved. There you go. So, yeah, Dean talks a lot about that in terms of some of the research showing that it can be more effective than pain medication in certain scenarios. So I guess, what do you think of the clip and also that idea of how powerful it can be for someone living with dementia?
I think it made me really smile to listen to that story, because that's quite similar to one that I just told you.
Yeah.
I was like, that could almost be the same story. I know that there has been research, I can't quote any of it, but into the effect of music on perceived levels of pain, and that it can be really, really helpful for people. But I'd say that like it's worth a go, isn't it? And also it's about presenting the music in the right way for that person as well. Sometimes they might need it sung to them. Sometimes listening will be really helpful.
Yeah.
But music reaches a part of us, or can reach a part of us, that words often can't, and that other ways of communicating can't. And we talk about, in Nordoff Robbins' approach, we talk about the music child, which I guess is kind of similar to the inner child of somebody, but that we've all got this musical part of us that's innate, because babies often, when the first thing they do is sing or go ba 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 ba.
I still do that now.
Well, you know, it's something that carries on through life.
Yeah, it does.
But music is a part of us that's very, very early in our development. So a lot of the time we're aiming to reach that music child in someone and invite them to come and play with us. And I think that examples like what that lady mentioned show that really, really well. That someone was like, oh no, I'll come out and play now, you know?
Yeah.
It has so many aspects to it, doesn't it? It has emotionally wise, it has sadness, it has something that makes you so happy that you remember. And it makes you just look at things that happened in your life.
Reminiscence,
Reminiscence.
Yeah. That's the word I was looking for. I couldn't.
That's why I'm here.
and it can be calming, as they mentioned. It can be calming. Or maybe what someone needs isn't to be calmed in that moment. Maybe what someone needs is actually to be angry and have that accepted. You know, I'm annoyed about this. I totally get that. Tell me more. Sometimes that's actually what somebody needs. Sometimes someone wants to be really silly, and you might want, you know, Benny Hill theme or something, you know, that's going to bring that sense of humour out. It can do so many things. But
I could see that, like, was it, I remember like some of Eminem's early stuff, there's a lot of anger in there for him. And I can imagine that at some point, like if I was feeling like that, it almost like releases it yourself. In a way, like listening to someone be angry and in a musical way can give yourself a release.
It can. I find it therapeutic sometimes to be a music therapist, because I'll be screaming with the kids sometimes. You know, there's young people I work with who are very, rightfully so, very angry at the situation they're in, and they'll come in and start screaming and whacking a cymbal, making you know, loud noise. My job is to be with them in that. So how can I also be there? Start screaming my head off. Afterwards, I'm like, oh, that was so good. I really needed to do that, you know? So it's not always just about calming, but it is definitely something that...
So it can be a tool used in so many different ways, and I think that's important. But it needs to... It's a tool, but it has to be personalised to you, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Can't generalise.
Yeah.
We have to look at Taylor Swift, don't we? she's made a fortune and she's good. I like her. But all her songs are around personal things that's happened to her.
Often sad, right?
Yeah, there's not I can't think of many a song that isn't related to something that's happened in her life or a past or whatever. And she seems to, must be so, what's that word?
Cathartic.
Cathartic to get out and do that, isn't it?
Oh, I was going to say, imagine like singing about someone that's really made you upset, because she's got quite a lot of breakup songs, hasn't she, about men that have wronged her in the past.
Yeah.
And she'll be like,
but she gets it out there,
well, she gets it out there, and she's got literally tens of thousands of people going, yeah, he's not he's a horrible guy, whatever. It must be so cool. And I sometimes find myself doing that in sessions too. If someone's singing about something that they're angry about, they're making up a song, and I'm going, tell me more, blah, 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 singing with them, whatever. It's powerful.
Is there any angry Christmas songs, Tom?
No, I can remember anyway.
You could sing it in an angry way though, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Slade would be quite...
Is that one?
They're quite angry, aren't you, Slade, when they're going, Sing Jingle Bells angry. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle bells.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, that's it.
So your task for next week, Tom, is to find a space where you and Marion can connect over a Christmas song. And it won't be the car.
Must be a pub somewhere then.
Enjoy
awesome. Oh, thanks so much for coming on, Lizzie.
You're
welcome.
Been
an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's been my pleasure.
Yeah.
Awesome. And thanks everyone for listening. And see you next time.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to us today. Hope it's been useful. If you have any questions or comments that you wish to make, just contact us on social media.
Thanks again for listening today. Just a reminder to do your own research. We always take guests, scientists, researchers, people supporting people living with dementia at their word. They might talk about things that are new in science. They might talk about things that have really helped them. So just a reminder, do your own research. And thanks again for listening.